Hello, everyone. All right. Do, do, do. Oh. Get a good stretch in before we get started. So it's been a long while since I've played some Minecraft, and so we're gonna have some fun with it. Uh, and if anybody wants to join in, ask questions about Pathfinder Second Edition, I'm just having a relaxing day and thought I would share it with all of you guys. So I don't know, what should we call our new world? What do you guys think? Since this will be a brand new something to have fun with. Ah, tea. Gotta love it. Let's see. Don't allow cheats. Let's go to game rules. Let's see if we want to do anything. Respawn immediately. Off. I don't know. What do you guys think? Inventory after death or not? So that's always the painful thing is when you lose your inventory. You know what? Let's go vanilla. We'll play mostly completely vanilla. And let's see. What do I want to do? Here we go. Let's see. Survival, no cheats, world options. Let's go with large biomes. I always like large biomes. And actually, no, I did say vanilla, so we'll go default, no bonus chest. We'll start as new as it can be. All right, let's see. What do we want to call this world? Let's see. Let's just call it the Pathfinder world. And you know what? Let's actually... We will make the seed Pathfinder. And we'll see what we're going to do. All right, let's see what we get. And welcome to the two that are watching. Thanks for joining me. All right, here we go. Ooh, spruce. Yep, it's been a while since I played. Thanks for the advice. All right. So we've got snowy. A little bit of snow here. Some ah! gotta love it when alerts come up. Let's see. Yep, destroy a tree. Back to game. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of research on Pathfinder 2nd Edition, just trying to brush up on the rules since I'm running more often. And been having a bit of fun just realizing how much and how little I know all at the same time. And I know, if I remember right, that means there's something below. There's some kind of special thing below here. Remember, it's some type of new cave, but I do not remember the specifics. Let's go ahead and get myself some wood. And of course, can't quite get to the last one. Good place to start. I at least remember most of the basics in Minecraft. That's helpful. Ooh, that's a bush. Cool, a bush. Let's see. There's some rock over here. Let's see if I can get down into it without falling. Or is it a big... Nope, it's a big... Ooh, mine shaft. No easy way to get down there, though. Well, sort of, kind of. Nope. Okay. I hear sheep. I hear sheep. Must go find sheep. Need that wool for bed. Come here, sheep. There we go. Got some wool. Do. Nope. That's another double. Want to make sure we always have a way out. We can place that there. And then we have a way out. Okay. Nope. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. There we go. I am so glad that was there so I didn't get pushed off. There we go. Yeah, want to work our way down into this mine shaft. Oop. Nope. That's iron ore. Don't remember if you can... mine with that. I'll have to look. Hi, Casper. Are you coming up? Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, so here you go. Say hi. This is Casper. He's the oldest animal in the house. He's our old man. You gonna say anything, or you just? Oh, yeah. You being a cuddle bug today. Yeah. But I can't pet you and play the game at the same time. So you're gonna have to get down, okay? There you go. Purr for everybody. Yeah. Mwah. All right, come on. Get down. I know. You wanted my warm lap. But that'll have to be for later. All right. Back to, you know what? Best way to find out. We're not going to Google anything. We're just going to do trial and error since it's been so long. Come on. Nope. Thought not. Well, now I know. Okay, so let's turn our attention this way. Okay, we know it goes down, so how about we do it this way and go down here. Ooh, that's good. I'm going to need some torches here soon, though, because it's getting dark. And we came out right at that. That's actually kind of useful. Let's... And I could have used my... There's one torch, so that's at least a good sign. But then it goes down and over. Oh. Yeah. We'll have to come back, but this is a good place to start. Let's get up where it's a little bit nice and brighter. Hi, Quiet Crumb. Let's see. Approach your channel's viewers, followers, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. Ah. Thank you for the offer. I will look into it at another time since I'm streaming right now. But to be completely honest, I don't have that much money to spare to pay anybody to help hype my channel. But thank you. All right. Let's cut down a couple of trees. Actually, something I do need to set up here is I need to put a chat window up for us, don't I? Let's do that so people can actually see the chat window. All right, let's pause this game. Let's put a chat window up. Yeah, let's put it on that side of the screen. All right. Let's do a quick test of this. There we go. Good. It comes out nice. Comes out very nice. Very happy with that. So I have these stream raiders that I've been playing with other streamers, and all of them happen to be around the same time frame, so they all pop up just at the same time. Uh, it's a cute little fun extra game to play if you guys are hanging around on stream with people. And hi, the new people that have come in. I'm just sitting here playing some Minecraft. I should start talking about Pathfinder 2nd Edition because that was what I was going to do today, but uh, haven't thought of anything specific to talk about. I've been playing around with rules and looking at various different things. Uh, the soft cover rules is one thing that I have been discussing with other GMs, whether they run with them or not. And I personally don't run with them because it's one less thing I have to worry about and one less thing the players have to worry about. But that's just a personal choice on my end. Some GMs I know like running with them because they like adding that just slight little level of difficulty. But for me, the less math you can impose on players, usually the faster combat tends to go. Flat-footed, of course, is an exception because it procs so many different things. But softcover, I've never really been a big fan of it. In first edition, it was there. Ooh, there is a ship over there. And sun is setting, and I haven't seen any more sheep. So there's some cows, but no sheep. I don't think softcover adds too much to a game. At least not when it comes to the speed of running a game. Because oftentimes, the more you get into it, the more minutia you get into, it sometimes slows it down. But if your players love running with soft cover and having to shoot around their allies, I think it's an absolutely great thing to run with. But most players that I have played with see it as almost punishing those that like ranged. Because I know in Pathfinder First Edition, you had to pick up a very specific feat to be able to shoot into melee, because it was a -4. Pathfinder Second Edition got rid of that, which I think was a good thing, that you needed a feat to be able to do that. But in turn, they introduced soft cover, which is if there are people between you and your target, you will... it'll incur penalty. Basically, the opponent gets a bonus to AC because you have people in the way. So that's how they kept true to that rule between the editions. But it also made it more optional, a rule for a GM to follow, which I think was very nice. And I know some GMs ran when first edition with Elephant in the Room, where everybody got the feat for free. Or they got point blank shot with that feat. Ooh, spider. Let's see. Is there going to be another layer that I can do? Let's see. Because I would totally love to find... Ooh, yes. Actually, that's a drowned. I know that's a drowned. I recognize that noise. This is a drowned. Where is he? Okay, well, I don't think he's anywhere near me. What's another role I've been looking at that I've been deciding on? So, almost every GM I know absolutely loves free archetype. And me personally, I love it, but I came up with my own house rule. Because I had some people that just didn't want to take an archetype. And because of that, I didn't want to punish them and make it feel like they didn't have as much power as the people with free archetype. So I allowed an alternate class, what I called Class Paragon. And Class Paragon, what it allows is at second level and every even level after that, people could take either a class feat or an archetype feat um, for free. And it was just free bonus feats that I've given out. And I found that it hasn't unbalanced the game any. And usually a lot of players like it because those that don't want archetypes can sit there and invest heavily into their class and do two things that they really wanted to do when before they couldn't even decide between the two and they were having issues. And on the other hand, those that always love running with free archetypes want to spec out their characters some more. They always had the option to do so, and a lot of my players are really happy with it, and so I like doing that. Let's see. I hear you. I know you're around here. I don't know where you're at though. There you are. Oh, good. You have a fishing pole. Maybe I can get it from you. Come here. Yeah, come here. There we go. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, now that's deep. Yeah, that's pretty significant. All right. I hear him. Where is he? There you are. Okay. That's very nice. Let's see. Now, I have a mine over there. I have this. I could do something here. Hi, zombie. Let's see. I've got mountains up over there. And snowy mountains there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I should stay around here until it's too late. But let's gather some of this. Actually, I know what we can do. Something we need to do. I hear you over there. Let's... I forgot they could get up. There we go. Jump up there. Go back to building. Need a furnace. Let's get some pickaxes. Actually, yeah, let's So how is everybody today? I see chat's kind of quiet today. Let's see, other things we can talk about. Actually, you know what? While we're sitting on this, let's pull up a rule to just talk about. Da, 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 da. All right. What is something I want to talk about? Let's go with... Actually, I know one that has come up quite often in my games. It's creature identification. So, and it's using the different skills and lores to identify a creature. And as you can see with this chart right here, this is the traits and what skills are associated with them. So aberrations are occultism. Animal is nature. Astral is occultism. Beast, celestial, and it goes on. With these are very quick, super easy ones. And Archive of Nethys has this wonderful feature that if we go to creatures, let's see, that in their entry, let's go with this demon right here. They actually have the specific knowledge and the check that it would require, which I always thought was really useful. And something that has come up kind of often is, what does it mean by unspecific lore and specific lore? So for recall knowledge, fiend, religion. You could always roll religion usually and find out about fiends and demons and the like. When it comes to unspecific lore and specific lore, unspecific lore is like a general lore demons. It's the overarching or lore fiends. Something very, very, very much over a broad category, but that's still the subset of what it is. While specific lore would be, hey, I actually happen to have lore record demon. So the DC becomes much easier. And so that's something I've been playing around with. And just something of note that I know comes up in games often that is not usually talked about. And if you happen to be running a game off the cuff and don't know what DC to use, a good rule of thumb is to take the average DC for the creature's level. Oh, hi, Nick. Hi. Welcome. Yeah, just chatting and playing some Minecraft. So, like, if you don't know the specific lore DC, take the creature's level, find out what the DC for that level is, and usually add about 2 to 3. And I heard something trying to... Something. I heard something. Something shooting at me. Oh. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Ow! That hurt. Oh, shiza. Okay, I'm gonna hide behind this. That was not cool. There's another one? No. I need to build a little hut. Build a hut of protection. Ah! I knew better. Okay. Let me respawn and run back over there. So the question is having issues because of negative healing, does negative healing mean immunity from negative damage? It does not. So immunity or negative healing is specifically for things with the healing trait. So if Dampier are the classic example of having negative healing, but not having immunity from negative damage. So, give me a second. Let me run over here and grab my stuff. And then I will pull up the... Oh, so my stuff scattered that far? Wow. All right, let's pick this stuff up. And I will show you an example of the difference between negative healing and negative energy damage. All right, that should be everything, I think. Okay, we're good. All right, pause this. Let me open that window capture back up. And I will show you using Archive of Nethys. So let's we'll go to Ancestries and we'll open Versatile Heritages. We'll go to Damphir. And I'm going to then show you, after we show Damphir, where... Oh, yeah, you can DM me why. But I was actually going to just show it on the stream. All right, so Damphir have the abilities right here, which is the Damphir trait. In addition to the traits from your ancestry, you have the negative healing ability, which means you are harmed by positive damage and healed by negative effects as if you were undead. And you also have low light vision and dark vision. So if we go into archetypes for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, some of the new archetypes where you get to be undead shows a difference. See, Beast Gunner, Beast Master. Let's see, Trader Cavalier. Ah, okay. I see why you're asking that question then. Yeah, so negative healing is different from negative damage, and I could show you why. I'm trying to find... Let's see. Let's find... Where is it? Not Dragon Disciple. Not an Exorcist. Ghost. Here we go. Actually, no. Ghost is a bad example. We want Ghoul. So let's open Ghoul. All right, so Damphir specifically give negative healing, which is its own ability. So negative healing, a creature with negative healing draws health from negative energy rather than positive energy. It is damaged by positive damage and is not healed by positive healing effects. It does not take negative damage and is healed by negative effects that heal undead. The trick with this is certain spells and how they work. So if we go into Ghoul Dedication and specifically basic undead benefits, here we go. Negative healing. It also brings this up. Is you're damaged by positive damage aren't healed by positive healing effects. You don't take negative damage and are healed by negative effects that heal undead. That's something else. Immunity to death effects. So originally, I know they've had some erratas and updates. This line I don't think was originally in there. It says they do not take negative damage and is healed by negative effects that heal undead. So what's harm spell? Let's go with that. So because that's a classic heal the undead, harm the living. So you channel negative energy to harm the living and heal the undead. If the target is a living creature, you deal damage to it and gets a fort save. So no, because it specifically states that it is healed by negative effects that heal undead. Not all negative effects heal undead. So harm specifically calls out if the target is a willing undead creature, you restore them out of hit points, and it has the so this specifically heals undead. It's a spell that calls out specifically that it heals undead. Let's see. What's a spell that does negative damage? I know. Let's look at spells. Spells rituals. It's right there. Divine. Divine are gonna most likely have some. Let's go. Not chill touch. Let's see. What's another spell besides harm that does negative damage that I can think of? Not shadow zombie. It's usually some of your higher ones. Let's see, vampiric touch. Here we go. Vampiric touch. Come on. So, your touch leeches lifeblood out of a target to empower yourself. You deal 66 negative damage to the target. Nowhere in the spell does it say it heals undead. But what the negative healing does, if we go back to this line right here, it wouldn't take any negative damage from this spell. So that's the specific difference. So negative healing, the spell or ability has to specifically call out that it heals undead. And usually that's only the harm spell, and I think there's a couple of others that have that kind of thing. But because Damp Fear have the line, it does not take negative damage. Excuse me. That means that it wouldn't take damage from vampiric touch because it does negative damage. If that makes sense. Yes, it technically makes them immune. Yeah. The only thing I can see GMs possibly arguing is the Damp Fear says you have the negative healing ability, which means you are harmed by positive damage and healed by negative effects as if you were undead. But it doesn't state anything about the negative being immune to negative damage. So that's a GM call, because some people like to read, this is what the entry says. Yes, I know it's negative healing, but they only call out the healing aspect and not the damage aspect. Now that I've read it as this, I could say that since they can't heal with positive energy, I would be willing to run with it that, hey, if you have negative healing, yeah, you're not going to take negative damage, but you're not going to be able to heal normally as per the actual ability as it says. So yes, negative healing ability as it's written specifically says you are immune, you do not take negative damage. And you are healed by negative effects that heal undead. So only the effects that heal undead would they get healing. Not all things that do negative damage heal undead. Despite what people want to say, the rules are very clear and spells are very clear if it heals undead. You are not immune to positive damage. So it states right here, you are damaged by positive damage and not healed by positive. So it actually has both in the line of negative healing. So if a normal human, if you gave them negative healing, they could not heal positive. because it would immediately switch over, they would basically be treated as undead for all intents and purposes. So they would be harmed by positive damage. Uh, what do you mean by the same applied? Uh, Positive damage. Well, let's actually go to positive. Let's go to the positive trait. So, positive. Effects with this trait heal living creature with positive energy, deal positive energy damage to undead, or manipulate positive energy. So, based on what this is saying, this trait is saying, is that positive energy does not harm. There are exceptions. Uh, there are positive energy planes that will actually overheal you. If we go to the heal spell here, we'll pull up the heal spell for you because that's the classic. So heal has healing, necromancy, and positive. So healing and positive are their own separate traits. Yeah, so a human is generally immune to positive damage because they are a living creature. There are exceptions like the positive energy planes. They have so much positive energy that they actually overheal you and you can die that way. Yeah, so being undead, you just don't take damage from negative damage. Yeah, if they specifically have negative healing, which I think almost all undead do, then they wouldn't take damage from negative. And they will only heal if the ability calls out healing. Yes, it does make undead on undead fights interesting because a lot of the undead abilities don't work. Yeah, um, that's why the undead kind of balance each other in Geb, because while a lot of the undead have these great powerful abilities against other undead, most of the time it doesn't matter. Um, and that is because anything could pretty much happen. And that's, in a way, it makes it kind of unique. This is why you don't usually see undead destroying other undead. It's counterintuitive and usually not to your benefit. Undead get a lot of power from draining things from the living and destroying living creatures, but they get nothing from destroying each other, except if you're in the more powerful of people, going to something more powerful, saying, hey, I'm eliminating this threat. So, any other questions? Because yeah, yeah. Sometimes it takes a bit. So one of the things that I have found that helps me whenever I'm having issues, trying to get my head around a rule or an idea, is I treat it through the what I call the ABCs of thought process. And the first step being is, why is this rule here? And the second, and we can obviously tell they wanted to delineate a difference between a living creature and an undead creature. Uh, the second step is, do they want undead to always be able to fight undead and living on equal footing, or do they want it to be where it's more beneficial for the undead creature to fight living creatures and vice versa? And that's what I think they're going with. That is, they want undead versus living. And while Geb is a huge kingdom of undead, there's a balance that has been struck. So they don't want to upset that balance by saying, "Oh yeah, undead can harm undead just like that." And that takes away some of the fear of an undead army, because if a big undead spellcaster goes, "I'm going to throw negative damage against living creatures," while most undead won't really care about their army, they don't want them to disintegrate just because they cast a spell. And I think that's more where it comes to play. Okay, so for that issue, uh, how I would probably do that is I would lean heavily on their other abilities. And if they don't have other abilities, you can always grab an ability from another creature if the fights are too easy. So find a creature of equal level that has an ability that doesn't deal specifically negative energy and attach it to them. And I wouldn't even attach it to all if you're fighting multiple opponents. I would just do it to one or two to make the fight more interesting. Um, but when they build these adventure paths, they take into account, I believe, this is my belief, they take into account I'm just worried about the AP fights, as most of them are stories. Stories in what way? Ah, it is it specifically the negative energy part that gives the clues away, or is it the creature itself? The creatures and the area they're in leading up to those creatures. Okay. So, trivializing fights when there's supposed to be more story clues is okay. It's okay for the fights to be easy, uh, because you can get the party to work going, hey, why is this here and what does it mean? Um, so, since I don't know the specifics, because I haven't read through, and I'm assuming this is Bloodlords that you're talking about, is you have to find ways then more to sell what the story is and what the encounters are supposed to be. So, I'm going to make something up here. So, if they're supposed to fight some cow, and this cow has the story where they came from X farmer over here, well, then at that point, you want the cow to have a brand that leads to the other place. Whether the cow be strong or weak, you want something that connects the dots. And that doesn't have to be through the creature's abilities. Uh, you can have the cow, since it is not smart, use abilities that say it's an undead cow and has a negative energy breath weapon because it's a weird cow. You can have it use stupid tactics to emphasize what its abilities are, that and it won't necessarily challenge the party, but it gets them thinking. It's like, we're undead, it should know that that doesn't work against us, but at the same time it's a stupid cow. So look strongly into what the creature can do and how intelligent or how cunning, how wise basically it is, because that will tell you how to play the creature more so than its specific negative energy abilities. And I can get with you to help with that a little bit. But having not read through it myself, I don't know exactly how the story elements blend together perfectly. Yeah. And read a little bit in the. I know that they usually give small descriptions and little bit of story elements in each of the rooms usually, or areas, and there might be something hidden in there that can help, because there have been times where I've read through an AP and missed something that was in one of the paragraphs that could have made the encounter a little bit more interesting, or hey, I need to make sure to lean towards this because this is what would happen if XYZ happened. So I love Pathfinder's adventure paths. I really do. They're really well written, but there are times where it's like, do I, what exactly do you want me to do here? Or is this more freeform for me to play with whatever I want? And I know I could have built a boat, but I guess I'm being lazy and not wanting to build a boat to go across here. So, any other questions you have? I am more than happy to answer while I play, or even bring stuff up. Ooh, Turtle Beach. Oh, that is loud. Oh, you are not too much. Not at all. I loved having you as a player. And honestly, I thought it was a lot of fun, especially the dynamic that's happening with your group, because I love the fact that your roles were just not supporting what you wanted to do, and it was such good epic failures, and the party's just kind of like rallying around the fact that they just want to watch it happen. I think that's great. And it's okay to be a handful. It's my job as a GM to keep you in line and make sure everybody's having fun. As long as everybody's having fun, it doesn't matter. You guys can steamroll whatever I throw at you, and I'd be perfectly happy if you guys are, as long as you guys are enjoying it. That's the best thing for a GM from me is I can work hours on a game and have all these things lined up, and the players suddenly turn left, which has happened many times with me for me, and they go off on this tangent, and I make things up on the fly, and they have loads of fun, and often it can build into this great epic campaign that I wasn't even expecting. So you could be a handful all you want. If it gets too much, I'll tell you. But for the most part, just have fun with the game. That's what's most important to me, is have fun. I want to run a game that you guys enjoy playing. That's my job as a GM. That's what I want to do. Was that you? Did you just breathe? That was really loud. Yeah. Actually, that is good to know about Foundry. I did not know that. So, yeah, I will probably start deleting that chat log. Uh, unless we have, like, we stopped in the middle of a fight or something like that, then I will leave the chat log up and then just worry about it for the next game, because that can actually matter. Let's see. So somewhere around here, there is a chest. But that is good to know that the chat log is what keeps the load times a little bit slow. So you got any new Foundry modules for me? Since almost every time we talk, you have a new Foundry module for me to try out? It's true. Almost every time we talk. I swear, I think it's, yeah, almost every time. You've either had a new module to try out or a new module, you're like, hey, this does this, or so-and-so updated this. You should try this out. Almost every time I talk to you, I get a new Foundry module to play with or implement. It's actually pretty entertaining, actually. It's not a bad thing. It's always good to expand my repertoire as a GM, and Foundry, like I usually run with Roll20, but Foundry has been a lot of fun to play with. It's still somewhere in here. Yes, I did like the exploit vulnerability, especially since Thaumaturge is like whole ham into recall knowledge, and having the what is that called again? Something lore, right? I don't know why it's escaping me. We even talked about this yesterday. uh what lore? What lore was it? Diverse lore. There we go. Diverse lore. That's what it was. Yeah, having the diverse lore add-on is pretty nice. And that is actually a really cool module, and I can't believe we spent so long troubleshooting it to find out I apparently had one thing not activated, which is why it was I was having issues. Let's see. Usually they're not buried under anything. Yeah, the automation stuff. Oh, not there. And I know there's probably a better way for me to search for this treasure chest, but I'm having fun. Just digging in the sand. All right, let's go check the map. How far away did I wander? Yep, I wandered pretty far away. All right, so let's see. All right. Let's see if we see it anywhere over here. Nope, not on the outside. Let's start here. Oh? How do you do that? You have to get with me later and show me how you did that. Oh, well, I'm here. I might as well dig this up. Ah, okay, in the Doraku UI. Yeah, that's actually a really nice mod. So any other mods you've been keeping your eye out? Either in development or something you've been using a lot of lately? Yeah, I can't think of any modules right off the top of my head that stand out as like super recommends, because you've given me so many at the same time that I have to always look and search to see what these things. Hi, Letho. Good to see you here. Monk's many modules. Yeah, Monk's has a lot of good modules for Foundry that I've seen. Monk's little details and a couple of other things, and it's getting dark. Let's build a little hut. Let's build a hut here on the side. Make myself a little hut here. And then we're gonna use that. Throw down this. Get a little light in here. Yes. Yeah, Letho, if you have any questions, absolutely ask me. I'm just here playing Minecraft. Figured I'd leave it open for people to... Yeah, he's in my beginner box game. He played the first level with me. We're trying to coordinate the to do the second one with everybody. Unfortunately, I caught COVID, so the original plan kind of went out the window. It is a small world. So the great thing about Letho is when I was doing the beginner box, one of our players, for some reason, we didn't have connection, and at the time we didn't know what it was, and so I was like, well, they haven't called, they haven't talked. Hey, anybody, you want to jump in? And Letho was like, I'll do it, I'll do it. And I was like, yes, all right, I got my 4 players. Let's get started. By the way, you found something cool. Yes, Valoros is pretty OP. I love... I have yet to play a fighter. I will be completely honest. I have yet to play a fighter but I 100% know how broken they can be. And so many people don't play them because they don't want to. And I'm just like, you guys, you're missing out. You can get some great things out of a fighter. Fighters can do so many things. Ooh, you DM'd me something. Let's go check it out. Do, 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 do. Ooh. I will have to look into that. I love me some shields. I love seeing fighters and people use the shields. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would absolutely love to do a a game where everybody's either the same ancestry or the same class, and just how different everybody can be with it. Like I've got, on Start Playing, I have a Kingmaker I'm trying to get started where everybody gets to play dragons from the Battle Zoo, and I'm hoping I got one player that's sitting in right now, but I need at least three more. And Kobold Goblin one shot looks nice. Which one shot is that one you guys you were talking about? Well, the great thing is druids can be shield PCs. Uh, do you mean the Crown of the Kobold King? That module? Because We Be Goblins for first edition was freaking fantastic, and I've actually switched it over to uh second edition, and I've been running it for a group of GMs, moderators actually, for Icarus Games. And if you haven't got into Icarus Games, I'd highly recommend it. He's got some great content, uh, absolutely awesome GM, and I would definitely, you know what? Actually, I will get you guys a link because Icarus Games is worth. It is definitely worth checking out. So if you get the chance, that's Icarus Games' Discord channel. He also has a Twitch stream that he does, and he did a huge thing where he went through making his maps for the current campaigns he's in. And I don't know what he's going to stream this week, but I can get definitely hit him up. Look up Icarus Games, follow them. He's absolutely amazing. He's actually the one that got me into being more public with my games and talking with people. And he's a great guy. Little Trouble in Big Absalom. You know what? Let's go ahead and pull this one up. Let's show this one off a little bit. Always living in the shadows is hard when you are a clever regal creature like a kobold. Let's actually put this on the stream. There we go. Let's make my chat window just a little bit smaller here. Little Trouble and Big Absalom, you take on the role of one of five kobolds from the Hookclaw clan, tasked with exploring a treasure-laden vault discovered by a team of Hookclaw diggers. Enticed by the potential wealth, the kobolds brave terrible dangers in what turns out to be a grandmother's basement before being asked by the kind old lady to retrieve her magical hedge trimmer from her neighbor's garden. Oh, that sounds absolutely awesome. That is probably the second edition version of We Be Goblins. I don't know if it is on Foundry. Let's look real quick. Foundry VTT. Let's see if it is on Foundry. That's not what I wanted. Let's Foundry Tabletop. So we have Outlaws of Alkenstar, Bloodlords, and Gatewalkers. Abomination Vaults. No, they do not. They have 5 of the bounties, but they do not have the rest. Yeah, thank you for the link, Letha. But if I were to guess, it is a small enough module that you could probably easily import it and build something with it. Uh, I already have it. I'll have to actually look at it, and I'll see if I can add it to. I have not run Abomination Vaults. Um, that is not what I have run. I'm actually looking forward to doing so, and plan on doing so if I can get a couple of games running. I'm trying to get some other games up. I'm also a player in Abomination Vaults, which is part of the reason I haven't started running it. Uh, the advice I can give from the player's perspective for a GM is your players are sometimes going to get in over their heads. And have fun with it. But don't pull your punches too much. You want Abomination Vaults to be a little scary. You want it to give the feeling of, this is an accomplishment to get through. This is something that you have to work for. It's not a walk in the park. It is a creepy vibe overall, and if you can find some really good creepy music with it, yeah, and Otari is definitely in danger if you do nothing. So something I haven't, the GM I am, blah blah. I can't speak. The GM I am playing with, that is running it. He's an awesome GM. His name's Morte. He does side quests. So, like, say we have enough people that can't visit, but we still want to play. He will do side quest where it's the Gauntlet, and things are happening, and so things are attacking the town because this is still going on, and it's absolutely amazing. I play a healer, and so normally I'm not the one doing damage. So whenever we have hordes of undead come up, I'm like, yay! I can heal and do damage at the same time. Yes, with Foundry, the music is included. But yes, Berte's an excellent GM. I highly recommend him. If you ever get the chance to be in one of his games, I would highly recommend it. I can actually, you know what? Let me get you his start playing link right now, because that way you guys can just check him out. And I will also include my own. So here is my start playing link. And let me get Morte's, because he is an excellent GM. He runs different times than I do. And I highly recommend him, because he's definitely one of the better GMs. And I have stolen some of his ideas as a GM. I make no bones about it. Murte is freaking awesome. And here is... that is Morte. He has a couple of games open. I know that he's been looking to do a couple of different things, but he has some games that are wrapping up, some that are just starting. And oh yeah, you could totally steal me for the beginner's box. Steal from me for the beginner's box. I've heard good things about Blades in the Dark. I haven't yet played it or done anything with it, but I have heard very good things about it. And yeah, I'm trying to get more than just my Kingmaker game. So I have a Kingmaker game and an Outlaws of Alkenstar that's actually active. Outlaws of Alkenstar, we need more players. Kingmaker, I have one more slot left on it. That one's a bi-weekly on Saturdays that I do. And that's a really cool group. I absolutely love them. And the Outlaws ones we're gonna pick back up here this Wednesday, and that's evening for me, so that's really late for a lot of people, or early morning for some people. But yeah, beginner's box, that is just an excellent overall just introduction to Pathfinder in my let's see. Yay! I can climb out of the hole now. Ah, there you are. Come on. Ah! Come on. Here we go. So, actually, here, I got a question for you guys. What is your favorite house rule? What house rule do you run with that you absolutely love? Or even alternate rule, because Pathfinder has some great alternate rules that most people are just like, hey, this is my house rule. I was like, it's from the Pathfinder alternate rule. Okay, I will be completely honest about that. I stole that from Muerte. So, the ADC. Okay, so for me, I have decided that the ADC is my house rule. It is the DC of whatever the task is at hand up to 20, basically, or 20, whatever is lower. So I had been deliberating about just keeping it one way, but I think at lower levels, you need to promote being able to aid. Yeah, I know that had been under this discussion amongst a lot of GMs. And yeah, the hero points to upgrade attacks by one step. I don't know how I feel about that, but I've only seen it in play a couple of times. So I couldn't tell you how that would work really. So how does that work in your games? Like, yes, I remember watching that when you were running the beginner box. They have to attempt it heroically. There is a lot of ways to abuse it. There really is. Yeah, I can see that. The refund helps people be more generous with using it that I have found. And I've seen that in the way Murte plays, and even when I started doing it, um, it was people tended to use it more often. And you still have to remind your players, hey, you got a hero point, you want to use it. Uh, so what I do when I play Foundry games when it comes to hero points is I have a hero point module that I set and I get it started, and it reminds me every hour to give you guys hero points. and I was and I was doing that during the beginner's box. That's one way that I do it. Another one is if there's just like a really good role playing session and you guys have knocked it out of the park, I'm gonna reward a hero point. Or if somebody says, "Hey, I want to do this stupid crazy idea," and they succeed or they fail epically, but it's just a lot of fun, I'll also reward hero points. So I'm a bit more loose with them, but sometimes I have to be reminded because I forget about them because we'll get in combat and the combat will go kind of long, and so I'll forget. But yeah, absolutely. You want to you want to give them out judiciously, but not too often, because giving them out too often. Well, there's something that Morte has done that I'm actually thinking of doing for my games, and that is the MVP award. So at the beginning of the next session, uh, everybody gets a vote to who gets to start with an extra hero point. And then it's all the players, and the players are getting to decide. And if you have a tie, like say everybody votes for everybody else, well, everybody gets to start with an extra hero point because that's fair. Everybody thought everybody did great. Uh, or if two out of the four people, or how many ever players I have, I'm really thinking of implementing that. And I stole it from Morte unashamedly. Uh, I think that's a good way of doing it. And it also promotes your players thinking about, hey, what about the last session did I like? What did I remember? Um, and there was a time where I had completely forgot that I had pulled off this epic stunt, and the party themselves, I got MVP voted, and everybody's popped up. Yeah, I gave her this vote because of X, Y, and Z. But it's also a secret vote, so nobody knows who votes for everybody else. But getting told, hey, yeah, unanimously, you have the MVP vote, and this is why. It's kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling. Um, and if everybody votes for everybody else, that's also a cool thing because it means that somebody's recognizing your efforts. I, as a player, I have often wanted to trade votes. I'll be completely honest. I have wanted to trade hero points because I had been hanging on to them. But I'm not sure how I feel about actually doing it as a GM, if that makes sense. Not sure how I would feel about it. Experience my play around hero points being able to buy changes in the narrative, like having an NPC in tavern you're going into. That's actually kind of an interesting way of doing it. Um, Pathfinder had come out with what were called story cards, I believe. Or I'd have to look it up, but there was basically something where you could put down a card going, "Hey, I want to affect this scene this way." I don't remember the exact names of it. Because I didn't find a group that was interested in trying it out because I wanted to as a GM. But I wouldn't want to spend hero points on something like that. I'd want that to be like a subsystem that I implemented somehow, either via as a reward for a quest or something like that, going, hey, by the way, you guys have done X, Y, and Z. As a reward, you get this ability once per time to twist fate. Yeah, story points. Yeah. Um, so story points can be very interesting, but you've got to find a group that wants to play with those, because not all groups do. I will find this treasure chest. It is somewhere. Um, so some of the house rules that I actually like running with is Class Paragon, which is which is a play off the free archetype, and Ancestry Paragon. I absolutely love running with Ancestry Paragon. I haven't seen it really break a game. It just gives players more options to play with. Yeah, yeah. Before you go to the deep end, learn to swim, or in some one of my players' most famous lines, learn to drown first so you can then save yourself. Because he had a habit of always trying to jump on the deep end whenever he was trying anything. and usually ended up either drowning in character or getting overwhelmed. And so his motto was drown first and then pull it back and figure out where you want to go with it. Let's see. Let's make myself a shovel. Let's make this go a little bit faster. Surely I'm gonna find this chest somewhere in here. I know it's somewhere in this. All of this. Um, so what games are you thinking of starting with, Letho? So I know you're gonna do beginner box. What else are you gonna do? And Abomination Vaults? Yeah, so I have posted up a learn to play also for Pathfinder that I was doing. Haven't had any bites on it yet because a lot of people grabbed on to other people, but it was going to be uh, the beginner box, and then move to Troubles in Otari because Troubles in Otari is a lot of fun to run too. Yes, Foundry modules help a lot, and that is a big thing. Is Abomination's Vault is your classic dungeon crawl. It is a grind. It can be a grind. Uh, Troubles in Otari or Mad Mage. So Troubles in Otari, I didn't find it was that short because it does take you to like fifth level, I think. Fifth level. Um, but it's also to me, it's also a good kind of feel for a group because Abomination Vaults is you basically have to be really dedicated to it. So if you want a loose group just to teach and to get through 5 levels, Troubles is great. If they are ready, let's see. Let me pull that up. Okay, yeah. He's got some really good prep stuff, yeah. I I watched some prep for him for Outlaws. And then after I did the intro, I've been picking it up on my own. Yeah, if it's a group you already know and have a lot of experience with and know they're in for the long haul, Abomination Vaults is good. You just have to make sure they know that it is a dungeon slog. It is a traditional dungeon. Oh, and apparently I'm right. I was trying to do stuff on here and I'm doing typing a random message. Oh no, absolutely. I love the fact Foundry does modules. Same with Roll20. Roll20, they build modules on it. Uh, and I really do like pre-built modules and being able to buy them and have the work done for me. Kingmaker, whew, I was hand doing that stuff for a while, And when the module came out on Roll20, I was so happy because it's like, I can't keep doing this. I was spending hours prepping maps and getting things ready because I had the hex map and everything else. Where is this treasure chest? You guys, I am failing at finding this treasure chest. I'm failing pretty badly too. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna love Foundry Kingmaker, but I got it on Roll20 right now. And I'm happy with it on Roll20. Uh. Do. Yeah, Abomination Volts is good for training wheels, and it's a good way to show growth going level by level. Yes, absolutely do that. Rin is a lot of fun. She's just a fun NPC to play. I'm trying to think of who else in Otari is really fun to play. Play up Lucky. Because she could be a great source of information. She's the one from the Fishmongers. She's from the... she's from one of the fishing taverns and stuff like that, where they sell gear and, or not gear, booze and such. But yes, Abomination Vault is very combat focused. Oh. Not what I meant to do. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I died. Yes, Outlaws as a GM is fun. And I've had a bit of fun with that. We had to go on hiatus because of schedules and such like that. But we plan on starting that back up. But I'd happily welcome more players in that game, too. I think it was this way. You're ahead of me in Outlaws, so I really can't say much about the combat not being important and such, but roleplay is definitely important in that one. I want to come back and get that sheep, but for now I'm going to go around here. Run away. I'm gonna run away from the zombie. I think it was over here that I had the I have not looked through Age of Ashes yet. But I know its overarching theme is not for everybody. It's very much a when someone good kind of goes a little bit too far. And it's very much that kind of feel. Um, well, let's look. While we're waiting for this, let's pull it up. While waiting for night to go. Because you can look at the adventure pass. There we go. And the order in which they came out. All right. So the first one is, yep, it was the first one. Age of Ashes. The mysterious fires burning atop an abandoned Hell Knight citadel are but the first of many discoveries awaiting. So yes, Age of Ashes was the first one. Extinction Curse, Agents of Edgewatch, then the Abominations Vaults, the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix, Strengths of Thousands, Quest for the Frozen Flame, Outlaws, Bloodlords, Gatewalkers, and Kingmaker 2nd Edition. And I played Kingmaker 1st Edition too, so and I've run it as GM. So I love Kingmaker. I'm very biased though. I really hope I could get a group together to do Dragon Kingmaker because that would be fun. All right, let's go. I can eat something. I can now make torches. Light up my place. Um so lore wise, from what I remember of Age of Ashes, you get to find out about a specific island and the true intention of it. Uh that a dragon has been tending to and all the stuff with that. Um but I'm not going to go into too many specifics, but you get to figure out what his entire intention with the island was. Um, let's see. I guess I could do some mining while I'm waiting. I should make myself a sword, shouldn't I? Wait until everything burns itself outside first, though. Which is not fun in puppies, I'm guessing. Um, I'll be completely honest. Since I haven't run through it yet myself, I couldn't tell you. Ah, sun must come up. Uh, I think part of the reason I love Kingmaker so much is it's so player driven. Um, Abomination Vault is kind of the same way. Um, Outlaws is also very player driven. Gatewalkers is going to be interesting because I have a awesome group that is doing that, and I look forward to seeing where they go with things. I don't need that. Let's see. But should be entertaining and fun. All right. So besides the hero point, homebrew, what what other house rules or alternate rules do you like using? All right. Let's turn. Let's do music and sounds. Let's do ambient environment. There, let's turn that down. That water's starting to get to me. Nope, that wasn't. Yes, free archetype tends to be the default for a lot of GMs. But the question is how are you going to use free archetype? Are you going to do it where it is everybody gets the same archetype or has like one or two to choose from? Which is strength of thousands. That's how they do it. You get two to choose from. Are you going to do it where you can pick whatever you want? How are you going to run? Outlaws is fun. And I might actually look to try to start a second Outlaws game if I can get people to sign up for it. Based on the concept, so basically you want everybody to be able to pick whatever they want? Okay, so based on their character concept, yeah. That's why I like running with class Paragon, because the free archetype rule usually says, "Hey, try to keep it within this little thing." And I like class Paragon also because not all archetypes give you something every even level. That like medic gives a lot of skill feats, but not necessarily a lot of uh, archetype specific feats. If that makes sense, I don't think I'm making sense, but I love running class Paragon for that reason. Because if somebody doesn't want to take an archetype, but they really want to double down into being a fighter, uh, they can easily do so with the class Paragon. And that's why I like running with it. Ancestry Paragon is what I absolutely love too. Because I like people being paragons of whatever their ancestry is, especially like a Ruxi. I'm in love with being a Ruxi. I love lizard folk. Um, so Ancestry Paragon. Normally, you only get an ancestry feat at first, fifth, ninth, and so on. It's like every once in a great while. Ancestry Paragon specifically gives you 2 feats starting out, another feat at third, a feat at fifth, seventh, and basically every odd level you get a feat. And they specifically are ancestry feats, but you you could basically be a paragon of your ancestry. You could be a paragon of an elf. Like you could pick up the magics, and you could also pick. Yeah, it modifies it a lot and gives it character. It allows the player to go, hey, I like both of these options, but I don't know which one to pick. Well, with Ancestry Paragon, they could just pick both the options. I mean, they still have to decide as they get stronger what path they're fully going to follow, but most of the times, most Ancestry feats are pretty standalone, except I think weapon ones. Weapon ones tend to be. All right. I'm getting a little chilly. It is -6 outside right now, and I can feel it coming from the window. I tend to always run with Ancestry Paragon and Class Paragon. Those are my top 2 ones I run with. Well, you can't find Class Paragon. That's a homebrew. That's something that I did. So, yeah, it replaces free archetype. So how I do it is at every even level, you can take either a bonus class feat or an archetype feat. And you know what? I will actually pull up the specific wording that I used so you can use it. Give me just a second. Where's my start playing folder? All right, here you go. I will post this in the chat. It's not like dual class. So dual class has different rules. I love dual class, but I've never run a group with it yet. I've run it as individuals just to test out its power. And since the action economy keeps it kind of in place, you still get more powerful, but because you have more options. Honestly, power level, I have thrown unmodified creatures of their same level, and they still struggle with it, because the big thing with it is it gives them more options, but it doesn't take away action economy. Yeah, action economy is what helps keep it all balanced. Yes, PF2E, I absolutely love a lot of the changes they have done. And I've played every edition of Dungeons and Dragons, and I have played both editions of Pathfinder. So I have a breadth of experience when it comes to at least D20 systems, when specifically D&D and Pathfinder. But I've also played GURPS. I've played Rifts. I've played Vampire the Masquerade. I dabbled a little bit in Fae, didn't do much. Did some Mage the Awakening. And there's a lot. I've done Cogent. There's also, what was it? There's a game system that I was a backer of. Five Moons RPG. There we go. That I backed, and I play tested it a little bit. Transhumanism game. Yeah, once you get the name, post it up. Eclipse Phase. Don't think I have not played this. Huh. I will have to look into that. That looks like it'd be kind of interesting. Huh. I after our stream, I'll sit down and look through it. The more I can run and start playing, the better. More things I can offer players. But yeah, feel free to use Class Paragon. I've had other GMs steal it from me. I've stole things from other GMs when it comes to house rules. Have fun with it. I like Class Paragon. It doesn't overbalance things. It just gives the players more options. And more options use more dynamic gameplay in my mind. Because they might want to try one thing and then they're like, this isn't working against guys, so let's try something else. And I've been sitting here talking and not playing Minecraft. I don't think there is a way to favorite. Let me plug up this hole real quick, and I will go to start playing and see what I can find out. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Let me pull it up on the stream so we can go through it together. All right. Start playing games. So, you know what? Let's go to Morte. I like Morte. Morte is awesome. I am a player in one of his games. Let's go view his profile. So, there is not a way that I can see to do it, but what you can do, and this is what I've done before, is you go to contact GM and start a conversation. If you start a conversation with the GM, it will save it up in your messages. And so at any time, you can always go back to that GM and be able to pull them up. So that's how I personally would do it. And I love hearing from people. Yeah. And I absolutely love hearing from players. I've got players that have messaged me saying, "Hey, I can't afford to play right now, but I'm keeping an eye on you. And I know in 2 months I want to do one of your one shots, because I have a couple of different. Here, I can show you guys. So I have Gatewalkers, I have Strength of Thousands, I have Kingmaker, the Learn to Play, uh, Fall of Plaguestone, Extinction Curse. The Flowers Fight Back is a one shot that I run also, and then of course Outlaws and Alkenstar. Oop. So, and you can always see, once you click on a GM, you can always see what they're running. This is all the stuff I have up and running right now. But yeah, just send a message if you have a GM that you really like and want to play with. And most GMs, you could even contact them directly to book a game. So say you have a birthday coming up and you want to get a lot of friends together and nobody really wants GM because you all want to party. You could book a GM for a birthday party and be like, "Hey, we all want to play." And absolutely 100% do that. I know Morte's done a couple of birthday parties. I would love to do like a one-shot birthday party where people just come in, have fun, and get to kind of go all out on it. Cocaine Bear? You know what? I have only heard about that once before you just mentioned it, because I haven't been big into it. Yeah, hopefully you get to run it at Abomination Vaults. That's fun. But as a usually forever DM, sometimes playing is just getting to play is fun. That's why I loved having seat fillers in some of my games that are forever GMs. They're like, "I'm always GMing." I was like, "Well, here, come sit in my game and play, because I have an open slot." So how loud is that water for you guys? Because I turned it down. It shouldn't be that bad for you guys. I will find this treasure chest. This treasure chest is annoying me that I cannot find it. Barely a trickle. Okay, that's good. Nope. All right. I will find this treasure chest. So, start playing. You could start low. There's a lot of GMs, like with the new influx of Pathfinder 2e, a lot of people lowballed their prices to try to catch players because we had a huge influx. I didn't lowball my prices. So, of course, a lot of people are going to go with the cheaper games. But yeah, you could start low. There's some people that even run free games, like the game that I'm running for you guys. Even though it's through Start Playing, it's free. So you can advertise just free games, so you can try to gather players. So my price for my Kingmaker is $20 per session. For all my other sessions, it's either 25 or 30, depending on the game. Right now, they're all 25. Yeah, some people do the free one shots and point towards campaigns. I don't usually do free one shots. Uh, but that's just because I'm trying to get started. And while I want to do one shots and get a community built, I also don't want to just invite absolutely everybody in. I want to be a little bit more selective. Um, and plus, people are more willing to pay for a one shot than they are a campaign. Well, you could do that. There's some GMs that are exclusive to Foundry. Uh, what you advertise is what gets up. That's it with Start Playing. Um, so the reason I advertise both Roll20 and Foundry, yeah, the culture and player base you build is as important as GMing yourself. I've had problem players. Uh, I've had some good players, and I've had some middle of the road, and then I've had some freaking fantastic players. Oh my god! Uh, but the most important thing is consistency, specifically amongst how you run it and how you treat your players. You've got to be fair to all players. No matter what, you want to keep it fair. Some people do. Like, I have that on my profile that I am LGBT friendly. Uh, Others do that. I tend not to put anything more than that. But I also don't talk politics usually when I'm talking with my players. I talk game. Um, because if I was going to say anything about my particular self, it'd be, hey, I'm a conservative liberal. Because I have a lot of liberal views, but I'm conservative. But I don't put things like that. Yes. And it's also good to have something like that. What's the term I'm looking for? Code of conduct for your server. So, like, if you say, "Hey, these are the rules of the server," or "These are the rules of my game," that's usually really good to go with. So here, I'll actually pull up my profile. Let's open up window capture again. No, I want to see what you guys see. All right. So here you go. This is what I have for my profile. And let me move my chat box over here so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I tell a little bit about myself. And then I make sure to say that I'm LGBTQ plus friendly and consider my virtual DM table a safe place for people of all backgrounds and orientations to feel welcome. I support text-based games and voice-based games. I haven't run any text-based, but I can do those. That's with any conversation. And I've had people that I know and I absolutely love, and they've said stupid stuff. Like, just come out and said stupid things. And when they realize it, they're like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry," and they apologize. But any conversation can drag on long enough, and depending on how tired people can say stupid things. Now, if somebody says something at my table that makes another player feel uncomfortable, I want that player that feels uncomfortable to be able to come to me and say, hey, they said this. This makes me uncomfortable. And then I will start working a solution. I will talk to the other player saying, hey, by the way, you said XYZ. That doesn't float at my table. Or like, hey, this player or a player has stated that they are uncomfortable with the whatever it is you have said. Uh, I'm not going to instant ban, but I will talk to everybody involved, and we will go through it. Because sometimes people will say something and not realize how offensive it comes out, or they will do something that makes people uncomfortable and they don't realize it. Usually I talk to people, everything's fixed, or they just decide to leave the table. Like, okay, yeah, this is a personal view. I believe in this, and I'm like, okay, then I will ask you to either leave the table, or I do not think this is a table for you, and they usually leave on their own. That is true. And I try to remember pronouns. I'll be completely honest. I'll get so into the game sometimes that I'm like, okay, wait. I did this on Monday. I'll be completely honest. I called Nick's character she, and I'm like, nope, they, them. And I was trying to make sure to remember to switch it to they, them pronouns. But yes, I actually try very hard to respect pronouns. And I tend to talk to my players as if they're their characters, because that's how I get to know them. That's how I remember, hey, this is who I'm talking to. This is Sabrina. This is Trudy. So I try really hard to do that. Also, for GM style, uh, as I said, this is just my GM profile, so you guys can get an idea of it. And as you can see, these are reviews of people that have played with me. These are the different games I've played. These are the platforms I use. So you can actually post which platforms that you use. So you could, if you're Foundry only, you only have to put Foundry in Discord. You don't have to put Roll20 or text or any of that. I actually like start playing as an avenue. You can say Roll20 sucks all you want, but there are some people that absolutely love Roll20. I like both. They each have Roll20 and Foundry both have their ups and downs. But I'm learning more about Roll20, and I can appreciate what it has done for the community. And it is starting to grow. I have seen some improvements with Roll20 because the big huge influx, especially with Foundry being a competitor. And there you go, Letho. I answered you back. For now. Yes, for now. We'll see if it keeps going. All right. My mouse has disappeared. Where's my mouse? There it is. Come on. There we go. I will find this treasure chest. By the end of the stream, I will find this freaking treasure chest. I do both. It depends on the game. AV is kind of good for milestone leveling. Kingmaker. So Kingmaker, I will tell you this from experience. Kingmaker runs into the issue of you could do milestone leveling, or you could do XP leveling. But if you do XP leveling and have random encounters, well, go hang out with your friend. Go see Ant-Man 3 and Cocaine Bear. Absolutely. Go do double feature. I miss the days of being able to do double features where they actually had something to watch. So yeah, definitely. Go. Have fun. On the 24th? Okay. You should do so. Go have fun. I will find this freaking treasure chest somehow. Oh, I'm gonna drown if I'm not careful. Oh, sushi. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a great hangout day. I would love to do something like that around here. Let's see. Oh, cool. There's a cave down there. I'm in the middle of Alaska, so you got the whole of Alaska, right? I'm almost smack dab in the middle of it. But yes, I have my own fishing license, so I plan on going fishing here once I get some people that I can go fishing with. I love fresh fish. Where is this treasure chest? I will find this treasure chest. I so want to cheat and go into creative mode and find this treasure chest. So, the cold in Alaska is actually not that bad because the difference between the cold when it's -20 and the cold when it's about around 0 degrees. Now, mind you, this is in Fahrenheit for you guys. Um, is that the cold difference is it's dry. It's a dry cold versus a wet cold. And wet cold kind of eats at you. And it's rough on the body. Dry cold is better. Wet cold makes you ache. And I'm getting older, so I can make the whole old person jokes. No, it requires layering. To be completely honest, layering is your number one friend in Alaska. So I got so used to just layering up and getting ready that for the most part I could walk outside. The only things I had to make sure to keep super covered were my hands and my face. But for the most part, if you wore the right layering and clothes, you didn't have to worry that much at all about the cold. It was still cold. I'm not going to deny that. But it wasn't as bad. I have dug up almost all this area around here. Where is this freaking treasure chest? So I was pleasantly surprised how quickly I adapted to the cold here. Now, I already liked cooler temperatures. Yeah, it's an old movie. Carmen San Diego games. I remember playing those games. I loved that Oregon Trail. That was the game to play. I've played the Carmen I've played the Carmen San Diego games. I've played the Oregon Trail games. And it is sad that nobody will die of dysentery. Like they don't get that joke. Oh, am I not showing the Minecraft game? I thought it was. Let me fix that. There you go. Sorry about that. Whoa! Zombie, 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 zombie. Let's kill zombies. Okay, too many zombies. Let's go hide in my hideout. Screw you! Ah, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. Okay, good. I killed it. Oh. Yeah. Hey, nice having you around, Letho. It's fun to talk. Come join me anytime. There we go. Close it off for a while. Do, do, do. Gotta wait until they die off in the background. So what about you, Nick? Anything else that you want to ask questions about or want to discuss? All right, let's see. I need to... Ah, here we go. Some copper. excuse me. Ooh. Did I find an inside lake or something? I did. Ah. Alright, now I can... Put that there. And this will tell me... Nope, still got zombies over there. You know, since I keep escaping to here, we might as well make this like a small home. Let's carve this place out a little bit. I know I'm not going to settle here permanently, but I can at least start something here. Because I will find this treasure chest. I am determined to find this treasure chest. Okay, got some copper I can start. All right. Ah. Oh, stretch. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Put my storage up top there. And now I gotta build stairs. So... Okay. It's almost time for the sun to rise. Oh, excuse me. Let's throw some of this stuff in there. All right, let's see. Keep finding this treasure chest. This is my goal. I will find this treasure chest somewhere amongst all this stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and eliminate all this. There we go. Okay, it's not in there. Eliminated that one. So solid. I will find this mysterious chest somewhere. Watch me find it and have almost nothing in it. You know what? I should go make some shovels. Let's go make some shovels. Make this go by a little bit faster. Let's go with 3 to start. 2, 3. Air. Need air. Alright. Ah! Didn't mean to throw that away. Alright, somebody. Let's see. Keep looking for this chest. I will find this chest somewhere. Alright, let's find where this map thing is. Alright. Kind of tore this place apart. At this point, I'm kind of wondering where it could be. Let's see. Cool. Hmm. Uh-oh, pillagers. You know what? Let's come over here. Let's drop some things off. Let's go survive running into pillagers. Or let's go die gloriously. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. But that's half the fun. Ah! Well, I did die. But I got one of them. I got one of the pillagers. Ow. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. I should probably kill those sheep so I can get their wool. Here, sheepy, sheepy. There we go. Get away from me. No. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Run away. Oh. Don't blow me up. Don't blow me up. Cool, I got a banner. Let's go hide and make myself a bed. There we go. Alright, let's make a bed. Oh. Gotta wait. Let's see. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back. All right. All right, I'm back. It sounds like it is still daytime. Let's see what else I can make while I'm in here. I have some iron ingots. I should make something. I'll make a helmet. I could have probably made something much better and done something like a food. I actually need food. I could have done something probably better, like actually making an iron pickaxe or something, but I'll just make a helmet. And let's hang up my banner. I got that fair and square. I got it from pillagers. Nope, still dark. Still pretty dark. There we go. They're far enough away I could actually do this. Alright, let's go back to digging. Oh wait, I need to go get my shovels. Where is this? I so want to just do creative and find out where this thing is hiding. Welcome. Let's see, we had somebody else join us. I am trying to find a treasure chest, have been for a while, and we've had some good discussions about Pathfinder 2nd Edition while I've been searching almost all stream for this this treasure chest. And so far, no luck. As you can see, I've dug out this entire area. Here, I'll go get the map so you can see. See, this buried treasure is somewhere around here. And I have yet to find it. All right. There it is! I finally found it! So thank you for whoever just joined. You are my good luck charm. I have finally found it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can destroy it fast enough so we can get the chest too. Nope. I had to come back later for it. All right. Actually, let's go grab a axe. Maybe I can finish it fast enough. Yep. All right, here we go. And dive. There we go. Finally found the treasure chest. Only took me almost the entire stream. All right, let's see what we got. We got emeralds. We have cooked cod, iron ingots, some cooked salmon, heart of the seas, a little bit of TNT too. Nice. All right. Had some pillagers attack too. I died to them, but I killed the one with the... Alright, now let's see. Still haven't decided if I'm going to actually live here. Because I've been so busy trying to dig up this treasure chest. Let's... Alright. So I could live here easily. We got some nice mossy cobblestone. Got some seaweed there. So... And I know we got some snow over there too. Question is, do I want to stay here or I want to explore? Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's... You know what? Let's go find somewhere else. As much as I like being around the spruce... Alright, I gotta decide. Let's... You know what? Let's do some flint and steel, so we have that. We will leave one chest behind. And then come find this later. Alright, azalea. We're gonna take this. We're gonna leave that behind. Leave the feathers behind. Let's see, wood is always useful, so I'll keep that. Sugarcane, I can probably find more of wherever I go. Definitely keeping you. Keeping you. Actually, I can do this. Oh, and since I found the treasure, I can leave those two things. So there we go. And you know what? Let's leave a light out here so I can come find this later. Okay. Now let's go exploring. So it looks like more spruce, more spruce. Gotta admit, spruce forests are actually pretty pretty. Not seeing anything of note yet, or any place that really sticks out for a place to build. More azaleas, which if we're right means there's a cool cave underneath. And now we're getting into these taigas. Oh, that's a mushroom. I was wondering what that was. Curious where this is going to lead. And this might be the end of the road. Nope, there's still more. Nope. Do 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 do. Now we're getting into an oak forest. There we go. Ooh, flowers. I hear chickens. Now we've got a plains. Ooh, horses. I always love horses. Ooh, it's raining. Don't think it's raining hard enough to... Nope. Not a thunderstorm. Hi, chickens. I hear a witch. I don't want to hear a witch. Sheep. Caves. Okay, that's actually kind of a really cool formation. Oh, a black sheep. That actually looks like it could be a really cool place to build. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a full-on archway. I thought it was a backdrop with a mountain, so... Ooh. So this might... Oh, it's a water-filled canyon. Cool. There's lava over there. I'm not sure I want to build here now, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, because if that was like a horseshoe shaped, that would have been a perfect place to build, because most of the walls are already built. Yeah, let's go up high. Let's see what we can see. I know the rain's obscuring some things. Okay. Nice plains area. Got a forest that way. More horses. Interesting. Could do something interesting with that, but let's take a closer look. It does look interesting, but I don't know if I want to build here yet. Ooh, actually, with that over there, I might want to. Nope. Let's go visit the village. I like the fact there's a lava pool right there. Okay, that now is becoming more and more attractive as a place to park it. Because who doesn't like a lava pool in their front yard? Yeah, it looks like a decent sized village. Hello, villager. Hello, farmer. Got horses and some sheep over here. Oh, and look, there's even that. Ooh. All right, let's kind of get this house underneath the ledge here. That's cute. I don't have fish. Otherwise, I would totally get me an orange tabby. Oh. Meow. Aw. All three kitties. Okay, doesn't look like much of for loot for a village, but it is a nice little homey village. So farmer, sheep, yeah. Nice village overall, actually. Not something super fancy. It's also got lava in its front yard, so to speak. And let's go look at this treasure over here. Ooh. Of course, I can't wear any of this or carry any of this. So it looks like we found our new home. Ooh, there's an island, maybe? Island might be more fun. Up in the mountains, also fun. Oh, there's another village. Okay, so, where do I want to build? Now is the question. Because I got two great places. I've got that over there. Pretty wildflowers here. Okay. I do like having a little bit of height to overlook things. So let's go back to that spot and take a look. Do, do, do. All right, let's sleep. Switch it back to day. Hopefully the rain will be over. All right. So I can build up here and get a good view. Have some iron and ore over there. Lava there. Possibly a good place. Don't know. Do I want to build there though? Can put a garden down there. Not fully in love with it. I like being up high to overview things, but I don't think I'm fully in love with that spot. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I am going to make this village my home. It's a cozy little village. I'm sure I can guard it, and we can make that into a home. So, which house do I want to claim as mine to start? Yeah, I think this house would be perfect. This is going to be my house now. Drop all this stuff off. We'll just make an outside workshop for now. All right, I think this is a good place to call it. Oh, thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed the discussion and the little bit of gameplay we have. Let's go ahead and save and quit. And we will come back next Tuesday with Minecraft and play on it. I hope you guys all enjoyed.